So this video is on the two most powerful words in the human language. Notice I said human. That means any country, any language you speak, whatever it is. I'm gonna give you the two most powerful words in the human language. You know what the two most powerful words are? You know the two most powerful, a lot of people, there's gonna be what a lot of people say and what there are. I won't. I won't are the most powerful words in the human language. Do you wanna know why? And you know what everybody says? And go ahead, post it and comment on my page. If you can guess, what do most people say? Most people say the two most powerful words are I can, okay? I can are not the most powerful. They're not even remotely close to the most powerful. I won't are the most powerful. Now let me explain why, and let me explain how we get there, the progression to get to those words, okay? A lot of people today, when you ask them to do something, go run the mile in 4 minutes, okay? Can you run a mile in 4 minutes? You know what people say is, I can't do that. Here's what I want you to do if you're watching. And these words, especially for salespeople, I'll tell you what, all these videos I do, if you're a salesperson, you should be glued to every single video I do, every single one. If you're a salesperson, you want to grow your business. You want to grow your own business. Maybe you want to hire 5 people. Maybe you want to grow to a company of 10,000. I saw a post recently on LinkedIn where the person posted, we're on a roll, we're on fire, we're going to be one of the top 10 mortgage lenders in the United States in the next 10 years. That's a big deal. I got news for you. You want to be top 10 in the country? You probably have to employ just over 10,000 people. You probably have to be near 10 to 15,000 employees, okay? 10 to 15,000 employees. You know what that means? That means you need an in-house accountant. You need attorneys who actually work for you on your payroll. You need managers. You need human resources. You need an awful lot of stuff that you didn't need when you were a one-man shop or even a 100-man shop, okay? You need a lot more than that. So if your goal is even to grow, you need to be following all of these. Let's start with this one. A lot of people say the words I can't. If I were to say, hey, can you run a 4-minute mile? People say I can't, okay? Here's what I want you to do. And this is how I'm gonna explain to you why the words I won't are the most powerful words in the English language and just the human language, okay? And this is why we have to get rid of those words. Start with I can't. I want you to substitute the words I won't for I can't. So anytime you're going to answer somebody's question, if you're going to say to somebody, I can't do that, I don't want you to say, I can't do that. I want you to say, I won't do that. What you'll realize is when you say I won't, when somebody says, hey, can you make it out this weekend? I can't. Don't say I can't. Let's replay this like this. Hey, can you make it out this weekend? No, I won't. Just stop right there. Because you know what somebody's going to say to you? Why? And then you know what you say? I won't. I'm just not going to. I will not do that. When you start talking in those terms, those are absolutes. I will not is an absolute statement. I can't, it's kind of a weak negative statement, okay? Say I won't. This is why you want to say I won't. When you say I won't, you will start noticing how strong and powerful and negative those words are. And hopefully, some part of you is going to say, you know what? I'll see what I can do. I think I can work around it. I can find time in my schedule. This is what I can do, okay? I won't is so powerful that when you start saying it out loud, you start realizing how absolutely miserably negative those words are. You don't want to say them. Don't tell people you can't do something. Tell people you won't do something. The truth is, as far as like running a 4-minute mile, I run like a turtle, man. And by the way, my fastest time I ever turned in, I'm proud of this time at least. I ran 3.1 miles on a cross-country track in 18 minutes flat. That's just under a 6-minute mile. And that was in September of 1991. See, that's how big of a deal it was for me. I run like a turtle, man. I'm slow, okay? I'm slow. For me, a fast mile is 7.5-minute miles, freaking on like warp speed. But if you were to say, Khash, can you run the 4-minute mile? Instead of saying, I can't run a 4-minute mile. If I said, I won't run a 4-minute mile, suddenly you're gonna hear like, wow, like, I don't know, because maybe I can run a 4-minute mile. There's ways that I have to train. There's things that I have to do as far as the diet, the sleep cycle, and all this other stuff. But who knows, maybe I can. But when you say I won't out loud, you start realizing how powerful and how negative those words are. Now, let me tell you why they are the most powerful words in the human language, okay? There's something in your brain called the amygdala. Okay, let's talk anatomy, human anatomy. There's something called the amygdala. Your amygdala is responsible for your fight or flight, okay? It gets turned on within a billionth of a second, okay? If a saber-toothed lion comes from around a corner, every single human on the planet will jump immediately. Their eyes dilate and get really wide, and their adrenaline starts pumping, and their heart starts racing, and they get ready to run. That's fight or flight. If they're trapped in a room, they will get ready to fight, okay? If it's a wide open area, they'll get ready to run, fight or flight. That's why they call it. Your amygdala is actually responsible for that. Here's the truth. You have no control over it. You have no human being on the planet can control their amygdala. You can't. It's impossible. I don't care who you are. Go to Michael Phelps. Go to Mike Tyson. Go to Michael Jordan. Go to anybody you want. Go to LeBron James. I could pull out Tom Brady. Any athlete you want. They're a human being. They cannot control the amygdala. So what's the big deal about knowing about the amygdala, and how does that tie into the words I won't, okay? Your amygdala would rather have you sleeping all day and doing nothing, and this is the reason why. Our brains default our body to a state of rest. Our amygdala specifically wants us to be in a state of rest. Why? Simple. Because when the saber-toothed lion comes, you got to remember this stuff evolved during the caveman times. When a saber-toothed lion comes, your brain says, we need as much energy as humanly possible to either run or to fight. So to conserve energy, we just want to lay around like a sloth all day long and do absolutely nothing while we wait for the saber-toothed lion to come. So for that reason, it's easier to be negative and to do nothing than it is to get up and do something. Because when you get up to do something, no matter what it is, when you get up to go to the refrigerator, your brain's sitting here saying, we're going to burn energy doing this. Is this something we want to do? Is it absolutely critical to survival? That's why if I were to say to you, you want to get good at running a 4-minute mile, I got news for you, man. You better start running. We got to get your mile down to 6 minutes, then 5 minutes, then we got to start getting into the 4s. That's hard. That takes a lot of effort. Just think about the walls of resistance that you are going to come up against and the walls that you have to push through. How many mornings are you going to wake up and say, I don't want to do this? How many mornings are you going to get up and say, I can't run that far, I can't run that fast? How many times are you going to come home from work and say, man, I've worked a whole day and now I've got to go do that? It's going to be all day long when other people are outside of you saying, let's go out and do this, and they're pulling you away from that. That's going to happen all day. So the problem is you're going to have all of those forces pulling against you. What's going to happen is you've got to exert energy and force to overcome all of that stuff. When you overcome all of that, even if it's in one day, you've got to do that day after day after day after day. So it's easier to just say, I won't do it, I can't do it, and go back and go to sleep. Anatomically, our bodies are wired to do nothing. That's what we prefer to do. Our brains, specifically our amygdala, specifically does not want to push beyond that. That's why the most powerful words in the human language are, I won't. Because ultimately your brain is going to drive you to do nothing over doing something. That's why the words I won't are more powerful than the words I can. Everybody always says, Hesh, I see this posting on social media, Hesh, the words I can are the most powerful. No, they're not. You want to know something about the words I can? I can last for probably 12 seconds, okay? You feel this jolt of adrenaline. You're all like, okay, I watched this video with Hesh. I'm all juiced up now and I'm ready to go and do all this stuff and I'm ready to go run 20 miles. Let me know how long it lasts, okay? Motivation lasts a very, very short window of time. Motivation, inspiration, any of those types of feelings, euphoric feelings, feelings of happiness and energy and all that stuff, come on, you know it. It lasts for a very short period of time. The problem is feelings of negativity, being down, being depressed, being slow, not having the best day. Those feelings last for hours upon weeks, upon months, upon years, upon lifetimes. Why is that? Simple, it goes back to the amygdala. Your brain is wired to push you into a direction of what I call negativity, laziness, and everything that follows down that path, okay? Our bodies are wired to do that. That's why the words I won't are more powerful than the words I can. It's even more powerful than the words I can't, because I can't, there's still a little bit of leeway in there that I might be able to. I can't now, but maybe later, okay? I won't is an absolute wall. When you say I won't, substitute the words I won't instead of saying I can't. Watch how powerful that is. Those two words are the most powerful words there are, because ultimately it pushes you, it helps push you, it helps drive you into a state of laziness and doing nothing. When you identify that, and then you also identify that anatomically as human beings, just as the animals that we are, that's where our brains push us, you can then start coming up with solutions and ways to get around it. You'll never overcome what the amygdala does, but you can definitely help lessen some of that fear, lessen some of that anxiety of the unknown, get away from those words and start moving towards the words of I can. Instead of focusing so much on I can, focus on I won't. Identify when you say, I won't make it. Well, why won't you make it? Well, I won't make it because I don't want to make it. Well, why don't you want to? Because I have to get up, I have to do this and this and this and this. When you start identifying all of the hurdles you have to overcome to get to the words I won't, to get beyond those words, you'll start discovering what you can do. And if you start taking small steps toward it, you'll overcome those words. That's why the most powerful words in the human language are I won't. Identify where does it come from. I'm telling you right now, we're wired for that. Identify how you overcome them. And then what you'll start realizing is this. You will say I won't a lot less. You will start saying I can a lot more. You will start seeing the upside to things. There's a saying by Winston Churchill. I actually first heard Martin Luther King say it, and then I saw that it was originally said by Winston Churchill. I still like saying, I like hearing Martin Luther King's version. But it was, the pessimist sees the difficulty within the opportunity. The optimist sees the opportunity within the difficulty. Think about this. There's difficult times ahead. The optimist still sees the opportunities that are out there, even though there are difficulties in front of us. You know what pessimists see all the time? Pessimists see the difficulty within the opportunity. Like in business, I mean, in real estate right now, my industry is slowing down. I think it's an opportunity. When this industry slows down, guess what? People get out of the industry. Less competition for me. I'm all for it, man. So listen, always train your brain to see opportunities where others see nothing. See opportunities where others see difficulties and hurdles and mountains to climb. See and identify why people say the words I can't, I won't. Overcome those, and you will start driving towards the better terms, not more powerful, but the better terms in the human language, which is I can, I will, I shall. Read more affirmations. Tell that in your mind. But always understand where the most powerful words come from and what those are. And that's why today I said, instead of doing a video on I can, I said I'm going to do a video on words that are even more powerful than that. And that's I won't. And if you're standing out there watching me right now, just try that for today. For one day today, anytime you go to say I can't, don't say I can't, say I won't. Watch how powerful that feels inside of you. And you're going to think, man, maybe I should try to work around this. So that's today's message. Keep following. Like, share, and comment on this post. Subscribe to my YouTube page. Smash that like button. I think that's what I'm going to say. And hope to see you on the next one.